Are you eating nuts every day believing that they are good for you? Many seniors do. But did you know, some seemingly healthy nuts can increase the risk of heart disease by 48% after age 60? Many doctors have noted, older adults eat good nuts every day without knowing that they can increase blood pressure, causes chronic inflammation, affects memory and mental health. It is worth mentioning that one of these nuts is very popular in modern diets, such as low-carb or keto, but in fact, it contains toxins that can seriously affect the liver, kidneys, and brain if eaten regularly. This video was made exclusively for ladies and gentlemen of middle age and old age, people who are always concerned about their health but may not be fully informed. We will analyze 4 types of seeds that are extremely good for the heart, brain, and digestion, and also specify 4 types of seeds to limit or avoid, including 1 typsilent danger, but few people warn. Watch until the end of the video to judge for yourself. Are you eating the right nuts, or are you unknowingly harming your health? And if you are watching this video, please leave a comment on the location you are following, so we know that this useful information has reached many regions. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to continue receiving more important knowledge told Age Health every week. 4 types of nuts, good for the elderly. 1. Almond. Strengthen bones and heart. As we age, our bones and cardiovascular systems don't function as efficiently as they once did. So adding beneficial foods to our diet becomes more important than ever. Almonds, one of the top choices for the elderly. Almonds stand out for their high content, rich in calcium and vitamin E, is an essential duo to help protect strong bones. According to research, after the age of 65, osteoporosis and brittle bones occur more quickly. Just eat about 1/4 cup almonds per day. You have loaded into your body nearly 97 milligrams calcium, a significant amount that helps slow bone loss. Not only that, almonds also contain magic, an important mineral that is often deficient in the elderly. Magnesium has a special role. It helps put calcium into bones, where the body needs it, instead of letting calcium deposit in the blood vessel walls and cause artery blockage. Thanks to this smart mechanism, almonds not only protect bones, but also helps prevent cardiovascular disease, a problem that many older adults are facing. Good fat in almonds, especially monounsaturated fats, also helps reduce bad LDL cholesterol, thereby supporting a healthy cardiovascular system. This is a huge benefit, as the risk of atherosclerosis and high blood pressure often increases rapidly after age 60. Additionally, almonds provide approximately 3.5 g fiber per serving, helps support the digestive system effectively. This is especially important when near 40% of the elderly suffer from chronic constipation due to lack of exercise and diet lacking in fiber. Another plus point of almonds is their ability to protect brain cells from oxidative damage. Almond shells contain flavonoid, when combined with vitamin E inside the seeds, will create an effect double antioxidant power. This helps prevent memory loss and improve brain health, a constant concern for the elderly. However, it should also be noted that almonds can become choking hazard for people with swallowing problems. For safety, older adults should chew thoroughly before swallowing, or you can use thinly sliced ground or soaked almonds before eating. In short, almonds are small nuts with big benefits. Just 15-20 seeds per day, select type raw or dry roasted without salt. You can add a natural medicine to help maintain strong bones, a healthy heart, good digestion, and a sharp memory every day. 2. Walnuts. Protect the brain and heart. In the world of nuts, walnuts stand out as a superfood, especially suitable for the elderly, thanks to their outstanding benefits for the brain and cardiovascular system. The strongest point of walnuts is their high content of omega-3, ALA, alpha-linolenic acid, an essential fatty acid that the body cannot synthesize on its own. In the elderly, omega-3 ALA plays a particularly important role in support nerve cell connections, helps maintain alertness, improves memory and reflexes. In addition, it also reduced inflammation in brain tissue, a factor linked to diseases such as dementia and Alzheimer's. Not stopping there, Walnuts also contain a certain amount of natural melatonin, is a hormone that regulates sleep. This is good news for older adults who often have trouble sleeping as they age. Adding a few walnuts to a light dinner not only helps sleep deeper and better, but also helps the body regenerate energy at night more effectively. In addition, walnuts also contain many-arginine, an amino acid that helps improve the function of the vascular system. Arginine promotes the production of nitric oxide, a substance that helps dilate blood vessels, thereby supporting hypotension, improve blood circulation, and reduce the burden on the heart. For the elderly, this is an extremely important factor to reduce the risk of stroke and cardiovascular disease. Another advantage of walnuts is that they are rich in antioxidants such as polyphenols, which help against free radicals, slowing down the aging process of nerve cells and protecting brain structure. That is also the reason why many nutritionists recommend adding walnuts to the daily diet of the elderly to nourish the brain from the inside. However, there is one important note. Walnuts are very susceptible to rancidity, if not stored properly, due to its high fat and unsaturated content. To retain its flavor and nutritional value, it is best to store in the refrigerator, in a sealed container away from light and air. In short, walnuts are not only a nutritious snack, but also a powerful assistant in protects memory, improves circulation, and helps sleep more deeply. Just a small handful a day can make a big difference in the long-term health of seniors. 3. Pistachios. Good for blood pressure and eyes. Pistachios are not only a delicious snack but also an ideal choice to improve cardiovascular health and vision in the elderly. This tiny nut contains a large amount of potassium-rich while very low sodium, helps supports kidney function to eliminate excess salt out of the body. This is especially important for older adults, a group at high risk of high blood pressure and heart problems. Adding pistachios to your diet helps stabilize blood pressure naturally without the need for many medications. In addition to heart benefits, pistachios are also a rich source of lutein and zeaxanthin, two carotenoids that are extremely important in protect the macula of the eye, a key area for maintaining clear vision. These nutrients act as the retina's natural sunscreen, helping fight harmful blue light and prevent macular degeneration, the leading cause of blindness in the elderly. Just a small amount of pistachios a day can help maintain healthy vision in old age. In terms of convenience and safety, pistachios are also highly appreciated. Thanks to the layer-hard but easy-to-peel shell, this type of grain forces the eater to consume it slowly, thereby helps control food intake and avoid overeating. This is a big advantage for seniors who have weight problems or are on a diet. Furthermore, pistachios have a moderately soft texture, less likely to damage teeth or dentures, very suitable for people with weak teeth. Another plus point of pistachios is their ability to support blood sugar control, especially beneficial for people with type 2 diabetes, a common condition in people over 60 years of age. With about 3 grams of fiber per serving, pistachios help slows down glucose absorption, thereby keeping blood sugar levels more stable after meals. At the same time, pistachios also contain protein and good fats, contributing to maintaining long-term energy without causing blood sugar to spike. In short, pistachios are a great combination of flavor and health benefits. From reduce blood pressure, protect retina, support blood sugar control. This type of nut deserves to be in the daily diet of the elderly. Just choose the type unsalted and unoiled. Users can enjoy the full benefits without worrying about sodium or excess fat. 4. Brazil nuts. Support thyroid and nerves. Brazil nuts, although not as popular as almonds or walnuts, are considered one of the most nutritious nuts, especially beneficial for the elderly. What makes this nut special is that extremely high selenium content, an essential micronutrient that the body only needs in very small amounts, but plays a vital role in thyroid and nervous system health. Just one medium-sized Brazil nut contains up to 137% of daily selenium requirement, making it a powerful and much more easily absorbed natural source of selenium than supplements. Selenium is an essential mineral for thyroid hormone activation process, especially the hormone T3, a key factor in regulating metabolism, controlling energy, and maintaining body temperature. For the elderly, An underactive thyroid can lead to fatigue, weight gain, cold hands and feet, and memory loss. Therefore, add a small amount of Brazil nuts daily. It may help maintain healthy and stable thyroid function. Not only that, selenium also participates in protect myelin layer, the sheath surrounding the nerve, which helps increase signal transmission speed and maintain reflexes, thinking, and alertness. This is a key factor in preventing cognitive decline, slow reflexes, and nervous system problems in the elderly. By nourishing the nervous system from the root, Brazil nuts become a potential brain food that few people know about. Additionally, selenium from Brazil nuts is natural form, is more easily absorbed, and causes less digestive irritation than synthetic supplements. However, because the selenium content is so high, consuming too many Brazil nuts can be harmful, leading to selenium poisoning with symptoms such as hair loss, brittle nails, fatigue, and even affecting the liver and kidneys. Therefore, experts recommend that the elderly should only eat 1 to 2 seeds per day and should not be eaten continuously for long periods of time. In addition to its effects on the thyroid and nerves, Brazil nuts are also beneficial for digestive system. With moderate fiber content, this seed helps relieve constipation, improves bowel movements, a common problem in the elderly. At the same time, selenium is also said to help telomere protection, the end of the chromosome, which helps slow down cell aging and prolong cell life. In short, although small, Brazil nuts bring huge benefits, supports thyroid, enhances nerve reflexes, improves digestion, and slows cell aging. However, because of its high selenium content, it is important to use only the correct dosage. Do not abuse, to optimize benefits without harming health. 4 types of seeds you should limit or avoid. 1. Peanuts. Increase inflammation. Cause liver toxicity. Although it is widely used and considered by many to be a healthy snack, peanut has many potential health risks for the elderly, especially in terms of liver, cardiovascular, and immune system. First, it is important to know that peanuts are not actually a true nut, but is a legume. Because of this biological characteristic, it is very susceptible to Aspergillus flavus infection, a type of fungus that produces aflatoxin, a poison that has been classified by the World Health Organization as liver cancer. Consuming peanuts contaminated with aflatoxin, even in small amounts, over time, can lead to liver cell damage, increased liver enzymes, impaired detoxification function, and increased risk of liver cancer in older adults. This is a serious risk, especially since peanuts are often stored improperly in hot, humid environments. Not only that, peanuts also contain high levels of very high in omega-6, while having almost no omega-3 to balance it out. In the elderly, too high a ratio of omega-6 can stimulate inflammatory response in the body, which aggravates conditions such as arthritis, type 2 diabetes, and cardiovascular disease. Another point to note is peanuts may affect blood clotting, due impact on vitamin K, an essential vitamin for making blood clotting factors. This is especially dangerous for people who are using blood thinners such as warfarin, because peanuts can cause drug interactions, making treatment ineffective, or causing uncontrolled bleeding. It doesn't stop there when you get roasting at high temperature. Peanuts can produce acrylamide, a neurotoxic compound believed to be linked to risk neurodegeneration and dementia. This is especially worrying for the elderly, who are already vulnerable to damage to their central nervous system with age. Finally, the form industrial peanut butter, popular for its convenience and rich flavor, is even more dangerous. During the manufacturing process, peanut butter is often added hydrogenated vegetable oils, contain trans fats, salt, and sugar. This complex not only increases blood pressure, but also negatively affects blood fat, heart, and weight, especially in sedentary people such as the elderly. In short, although familiar and popular, peanuts are not an ideal choice for the health of the elderly. Uncontrolled use or long-term consumption of peanut products, especially under poor storage and processing conditions, can cause many serious consequences. If you love this flavor, The elderly should limit and prefer healthier nuts like almonds, walnuts, or pistachios. 2. Cashews. Causes increased blood sugar, kidney stones. Cashews are often loved for their rich and easy-to-eat flavor. But few people know that, for the elderly, this type of nut poses many notable health risks, especially for people with underlying medical conditions, diabetes, digestive, or kidney. The first, cashews contain relatively high levels of carbohydrates, while again low in fiber. This leads to the rate of sugar absorption into the blood is rapid, due sudden increase in blood sugar, a big risk for people with or at risk of prediabetes. Unlike nuts that are rich in good fats and fiber, like almonds or walnuts, cashews can easily cause loss of blood sugar control, especially when snacked on between meals or consumed in large quantities. Second, cashews have a shape smooth, curved, and shiny, so if you eat too fast or don't chew thoroughly, the risk of choking is very high, especially in older people with slow swallowing reflexes or weak teeth. Severe cases can cause choking, suffocation, or esophageal damage if not treated promptly. One of the other major concerns is high oxalate content in cashews. Oxalate is a compound that binds to calcium in the body, crystal formation, and long-term cause kidney stones. For the elderly, a group of people who often drink little water or have impaired kidney function, consuming a lot of cashews will do increased risk of oxalate accumulation, leading to back pain, painful urination, and kidney complications. In addition, during processing, cashew nuts need to removal treatment, a toxin found in the poison ivy family that irritates the skin and mucous membranes. However, to remove this substance, cashews often have to undergo high-temperature treatment or use of chemicals, can reduced natural nutrients, causing the actual value of the grain to be significantly reduced. Finally, cashews also contain some digestive enzyme inhibitor, making it difficult to break down proteins and starches, especially affecting weakened digestive system in the elderly. Eating too much can lead to flatulence, bloating, indigestion, or worse, chronic digestive disorders if consumed regularly. In short, although it is a dish loved by many people, cashews are not an ideal choice for the elderly, especially those with problems poor blood sugar, kidneys, or digestive system. If you still want to use it, you should eat in small amounts occasionally, and avoid fried products that are seasoned or salted, which further increases health risks. 3. Macadamia nuts. High in calories, easy to cause weight gain. Macadamia nuts have long been hailed as the queen of nuts, thanks to their rich, delicious, and luxurious flavor. However, for the elderly, this nut contains many risks that not everyone knows. Although there are some benefits of monounsaturated fat, macadamia nuts are particularly rich in calories and saturated fat, which makes it potential causes of weight gain and increased bad cholesterol, LDL, if eaten too often or without portion control. On average, just 100 g of macadamia nuts can contain up to more than 700 kilocalories, nearly half of the daily energy needs of sedentary older adults. Meanwhile, the metabolism of people over 60 years old has slowed down significantly, leading to the risk of visceral fat accumulation, hyperlipidemia, and dyslipidemia, especially if you have underlying conditions such as diabetes or high blood pressure. Therefore, eating macadamia nuts every day with the idea that fattening is good can be counterproductive. Serious. In addition to weight risks, macadamia is also not friendly to the digestive system, especially in people with gallbladder disease or gallstones. The high fat content in the seeds can stimulate gallbladder contractions, leading to symptoms such as bloating, abdominal cramps, nausea, even aggravate cholecystitis. Elderly people with weak digestive systems and poor digestive enzyme activity may also experience indigestion if you consume macadamia regularly. Another less overlooked factor is the texture of macadamia nuts is very hard. When eating, if not careful, the seeds can cause chipped or broken teeth, especially in people with dentures or weak teeth. A small carelessness can also lead to serious dental damage, causing pain and affecting eating later. Not to mention, high cost of macadamia nuts causes many buyers to buy floating goods. Improper storage leads to rancidity or mold, losing nutritional value and potentially causing harm to the liver and kidneys if consumed for a long time. In addition, in the current market, most macadamia nuts are salted, vegetable oil or flavoring, causing high in sodium and bad fats, further burdening the cardiovascular system of the elderly. In summary, while macadamia nuts can be a delicious and nutritious treat in some cases, elderly people should consider carefully when using. Eating too much, eating incorrectly, or using poor quality products can cause weight gain, indigestion, dental and cardiovascular effects. If you want to eat, you should choose the type raw, unsalted macadamia nuts, eaten in small amounts and not often to limit risk. 4. Pine nuts. Effects on medicine and taste. Pine nuts, although commonly used in high-end cuisine such as pesto or Mediterranean salads, are a necessary nut for the elderly. Consider carefully before using regularly. Despite some nutritional benefits, pine nuts pose many potential health risks, especially when taken with medication or in people with weak digestive systems. First of all, one of the most serious problems with pine nuts is their ability to interactions with many common medications in the elderly, especially the drug group statins, lipid-lowering drugs, blood pressure medications, and antidepressants. The unsaturated fats found in pine nuts may alter the way the body metabolizes these drugs, reduce the effectiveness of treatment, or cause unwanted side effects such as dizziness, muscle pain, or blood pressure disorders. Elderly people who are taking long-term medication should consult your doctor before including pine nuts in your daily diet. A strange phenomenon associated with this seed is pine nut syndrome, pine nut dysgeusia syndrome. After eating pine nuts for a few hours or days, users may experience metallic or bitter taste that lingers in the mouth, causing decreased appetite, difficulty eating, and leading to unwanted weight loss. This phenomenon has been reported in many people and can last from several days to a week, seriously affecting mood and health of the elderly already poor appetite. Pine nuts also contain a lot of unsaturated fat, although beneficial to a certain extent, but very susceptible to oxidation if not stored properly, leading to a situation oil, creating inflammatory compounds that are harmful to the liver, heart, and immune system. This becomes even more serious when oiled or roasted pine nuts increases the rate of oxidation and significantly reduces nutritional quality. Physically, small size and smooth shape of pine nuts making it a highly polluting grain, choke, especially in the elderly dry mouth due to medication or have impaired ability to chew and swallow. This is a risk that cannot be ignored, because choking on seeds in the elderly can lead to airway obstruction, aspiration, pneumonia, or esophageal injury. In addition, some studies have also shown that pine nuts may aggravate macular degeneration, the leading cause of vision loss in the elderly. Although the mechanism is not entirely clear, some components in the seeds may increase oxidative reactions in the retina, especially if used frequently and for long periods of time. In short, pine nuts, although a premium ingredient in cuisine, not an ideal choice for the elderly. Risks such as drug interactions, metallic taste syndrome, increased inflammation, choking, and vision loss making this seed necessary limit or eliminate from daily diet, especially for people who are being treated for chronic illnesses or have digestive problems. With just one small choice each day, seniors' health can change for the better, and nuts are one of those key factors. Today's video shows that choosing the right type of nuts not only provides nutrients, but also effectively supports the heart, brain, digestion, and even vision. Nuts like almonds, walnuts, pistachios, and Brazil nuts, if used properly and in the right dosage, will bring many long-term health benefits. On the contrary, not all seeds are as good as we think. Some popular nuts, such as peanuts, cashews, macadamia nuts, or pine nuts, although seemingly healthy, actually pose many risks. From inflammation, hyperglycemia, vascular occlusion, drug interactions, to even neurological and visual effects. This further emphasizes the importance of understand each type of food before adding it to your daily diet, especially for the elderly. when resistance and metabolism have decreased. The good news is that you don't need to change your entire eating habits at once. Just one small step every day, such as replacing an unsuitable nut with a better one, is already a positive start for healthy aging. Have you ever eaten any of these nuts? Did any of them make you feel better or cause any problems? Please share your experiences in the comments section, not only to add perspective, but also to spread useful knowledge to the elderly community. If you find the video useful, don't forget to click like, subscribe to the channel, and share with your loved one as to live together healthy, better quality life every day.